All right. Hi, everyone. So we've completed presentation skills last week. And whoever missed the session, please listen to the recording. This is very important. We learned about a presentation. What is a presentation? How to start a presentation, ways of starting a presentation, tips on public speaking. And we also watched 2 videos on how different people delivered their presentation. And today we're moving on to public speaking. Public speaking. Now tell me, what do you mean by public speaking? What do you mean by public speaking? Who does public speaking? What is the meaning of public speaking? Why is everyone quiet? Have you all seen politicians delivering speeches to the public? Yeah, this is public speaking, right? This is public speaking. So let's see what is public speaking. Public speaking is the act of delivering a speech or presentation to an audience with the goal of informing, persuading, or entertaining. It is a skill in many fields, including business, education, and politics, and involves several key components. And last week, I told you to prepare for a presentation. Do you all remember? I told you to select a topic and then send it to me so I can approve the topic. Fatima, what happened? What is your topic? You did not speak about it to me. Mispira, Abdullah, what are your presentation topics? I told you have to prepare a presentation for around 10 minutes and you also have to prepare PPT slides. Did you all forget? Reading books. So your topic is going to be reading books. Okay, that's great. So I will have the presentation, inshallah, after Ramadan. Okay, so you have enough time to prepare your presentation. Okay, Fatima, what's your topic? Fatima, what's your topic? Mispira, what's your topic? Oh, she has connection issues. Mispira, what's your topic?
Yes, ma'am. I will select and send it.
Okay, sure. Go. You have to select and send it. All right. So now we're looking into the several key components that you need for public speaking. Number 1 is preparation, delivery, audience awareness, visual aids, practice, and feedback. Okay, there should be a K for the feedback. My apologies. Right. Now let's look into each of these components and let's see what these means. Number 1, preparation. When you prepare for a presentation or a public speech, you need to prepare yourself mentally, right? Mental preparation is very important. Why? You're going to deliver a speech in front of an audience. There will be so many people that is going to look at you. Obviously, you'll be nervous. So what should you do? Prepare yourself. Mental preparation. And also, you also have to prepare with your other resources. Like you have to research on your topic, organize your resources, organize your PPT slides, organize maybe your paper, reports, whatever that you need to deliver the presentation. So you need to be prepared, right? You need to prepare yourself before a presentation. Delivery. Now, delivery involves clear articulation. Your pronunciation has to be clear and appropriate pacing, your speed based on the audience. Now, you know, when I deliver this class, I am reducing my speed. Yeah, because my audience will not understand if I speak faster. So I take care of my speed, right? If I speak faster, then you will not understand anything. So I am very careful with the speed. And confidence, very important. Confidence. If you're confident about yourself, that's it, that's it. You can achieve almost anything you want in life. Confidence is one of the key components that you need in life, right? Confident body language. When you go to the stage, when you go up the stairs and stand on the stage, when people look at you, when they see your body language, when they see you as a person who's confident, that's it. You won. And speakers should engage their audience with eye contact, gestures, and a strong voice. Sometimes you need to increase the speed. The tone is different, right? Say, for example, you're speaking about something important, then you have to deliver it with a strong voice. When you're speaking of an emotional story, when you're delivering an emotional story, when you're sharing a story that is sad, you can't have a strong, powerful voice. Your voice has to be, you have to tone down your voice. Yeah, you have to make sure that you're soft spoken in that case, because you're delivering an emotional speech. So tone, voice modulation, you have to focus on it. Next, audience awareness. You need to know your audience. Who are your audience, right? Who are your audience? What do they need? What do they need to learn from you? What are their age category? What are their age categories? Yeah. Tailoring the speech to resonate with the audience helps maintain their interest and ensures the message is effectively communicated. Yes. When you know who your audience are, it is easy to communicate. Now, say for example, I take classes, different subjects and different levels, right? Different levels. And I have to know about my audience. Now, for example, when it comes to an English class, I have to know who my audience are. So the students who study or who is enrolled in this particular course, Diploma in Spoken English, I have to bring down, or I have to use very simple words when I speak. Yeah, I need to know about my audience. And then I also teach some students, like the UK students, right? I take business studies subjects for them. Now, when I have to teach them, I don't have to use simple language. Yeah, because their first language or their native language is English. So I can teach them, I can increase my speed, I can use sophisticated language. I don't have a problem with it. So I have to know my audience. Clear? Next, visual aids. Use visual aids. Visual aids means like slides, charts, videos, right? When you deliver your presentation, when you deliver your speech, you need to use some kind of a visual aids. Remember how Steve Jobs used visual aids? Did you see his presentation? It's very simple. Did you see that? It's very simple. He only used images, right? He only used images. And you saw how confident he was on the stage. He did not stand at one place. He did not only stand here like a statue. He moved around. Look at the body language. Look at the way he, moved his hands. Observe them. I'll play this video again once I'm done with this, so you can watch how it's, oh no, yeah, we can okay, we have another video, we can watch that. Next, practice. Yes, practice makes perfect. You need to practice, you need to rehearse. Now, if I compare myself, lecturing, my lectures, or the first time that I lectured, and now, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Same with you. When you deliver the presentation the first time, you're going to be scared, you're going to be nervous. But you do the same presentation for 30 times. And on the 30th time, what do you think? It will be easy for you to deliver. You will not be scared anymore. So you need to practice and also get valuable feedback from others. You have to get constructive feedback. There are two different feedback, or I would say criticisms, right? There are two things. One is called constructive criticism or feedback. Constructive criticism or feedback. The other one is destructive criticism or feedback. What is constructive criticism means? Now, people who give constructive criticism, they really care about you, right? They really care about you. They want you to improve. Get it? Now, for example, I give you constructive criticism. I tell you, okay, these are your weaknesses. You have to improve in this area. You need to study. You need to revise your notes, right? So I'll tell you, I'll talk about your strengths, and I'll also talk about your weakness in a way that it doesn't hurt you, right? I'm not going to bring you down. You get me? This is constructive criticism. And then you have destructive criticism. What is destructive criticism? Destructive criticism means they want to destroy your confidence. So say, there are some people who would say, you can't do that. You can't do that. I don't think you can do it. Now, this is destructive criticism, right? There are people who always discourage you all the time. There are people, everybody's lives. There are people who always look down upon you. Yeah, there are people who is going to say, you can't do that. You're not that good. There are people who do this. So you don't need destructive criticism. You need constructive criticism from people. Is it clear? Everyone, so far, is it clear? Is there any
Yes,
point
ma'am.
that you need to be clear? Fatima, clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So is there any point that you need me to teach again? I think I've explained it well. Now let's watch the video on body language. These people are wonderful speakers. And I'm gonna play a video of Dhananjaya. I'm gonna play that video. Okay. So he's Dhananjaya and he's a Sri Lankan, and his confidence, look at the body language, right? The way he speaks to the audience. I'll play another video as well where he won. I think he became the world champion, and that it's a Toastmasters at the Toastmasters. It's a contest, I believe. Anyways, just watch. Look at his body language. I'm going to play twice. Observe the tone. Observe his body language. Look how he moves around the stage. I want you to focus. I'll put the subtitle on as well. So if you cannot, but his language is very clear and simple. You can understand. But anyway, I'm going to keep the subtitle on.
To me and said, son, it's okay. You flunked your exams. You already got arrested. One of the most important things that you need to realize is when you get nervous, you try to cover your vital organs. And that's why you would see a lot of speakers sometimes fold their hands, bring their hands in front of them, and that's a sign of nervousness. Great speakers keep their body open, so there is no You already got arrested. One of the most important things that you need to realize is when you get nervous, you try to cover your vital organs. And that's why you would see a lot of speakers sometimes fold their hands, bring their hands in front of them, and that's a sign of nervousness. Great speakers keep their body open, so there is no barrier between you and me. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama. And something that when you're starting out, you got to be very conscious about is keep your body open. Here's tip number 2. Have your palms open. Do this exercise with me. Take a look at your palms. Turn them around. Take a look at the inside of your palms again. What side relaxes your eye? If you really concentrate, when you look at the inside of your palm, your eye relaxes. And a lot of great speakers, they open their palms towards the audience, showing a more openness. And that allows the audience to connect with the speaker better, as opposed to showing the back of your hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from my wife.
Number 3, get comfortable with the stage. When you're comfortable on the stage that you're speaking on, your body is free to move about, use body language. But if you're not comfortable with that stage, and if you feel foreign on that stage, what happens is your body language starts to constrict and you start to cover your body up.
And when a son sees a mother cry tears of shame, that's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, "Son, I want you to be a better man."
Whatever you do, don't touch the podium. As soon as you do that, you're going to be leaning on it, you're going to be shaking that podium, and you will be doing all sorts of things on the podium. So what you do is you keep a comfortable distance between you and the podium. You can keep your notes on it, but you can use your hands to gesture. Don't rest your hands on the podium. So keep a distance, and you can gesture, use body language as you want from a little distance from the podium.
Lucidchart makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best ideas become real.
My dad came up to me and said, "Son, it's okay. You flunked your exams. You already got arrested."
One of the most important things that you need to realize is when you get nervous, you try to cover your vital organs. And that's why you would see a lot of speakers sometimes fold their hands, bring their hands in front of them, and that's a sign of nervousness. Great speakers keep their body open, so there is no barrier between you and me.
Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama.
And something that when you're starting out, you got to be very conscious about is keep your body open. Here's tip number 2. Have your palms open. Do this exercise with me. Take a look at your palms. Turn them around. Take a look at the inside of your palms again. What side relaxes your eye? If you really concentrate, when you look at the inside of your palm, your eye relaxes. And a lot of great speakers, they open their palms towards the audience, showing a more openness. And that allows the audience to connect with the speaker better, as opposed to showing the back of your hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from my wife.
Number 3, get comfortable with the stage. When you're comfortable on the stage that you're speaking on, your body is free to move about, use body language. But if you're not comfortable with that stage, and if you feel foreign on that stage, what happens is your body language starts to constrict and you start to cover your body up.
And when a son sees a mother cry tears of shame, that's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, "Son, I want you to be a better man."
Whatever you do, don't touch the podium. As soon as you do that, you're going to be leaning on it, you're going to be shaking that podium, and you will be doing all sorts of things on the podium. So what you do is you keep a comfortable distance between you and the podium. You can keep your notes on it, but you can use your hands to gesture. Don't rest your hands on the podium. So keep a distance, and you can gesture, use body language as you want from a little distance from the podium.
Right. What did you understand? Fatima, what is the message conveyed?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, tell me, what is the message? What did he say?
He said, "Oh, What?
Yes, he
And
said
like,
the body language. He spoke about the body language. Yeah. So
yes,
when you're nervous,
yeah,
what you do is you usually cover up your vital organs when you're nervous. You know, you would how do I say, put your hands behind, yeah, and you will just stand there like a statue. So he's like, you don't do this. When you do this, then instantly people know, okay, you're not confident. Miss Pira, what else were discussed?
Yes, ma'am. He said about when we speak on a public,
Mm-hmm.
how our body language. First, he said, keep our body and palm open
Very
and
good.
comfortable with stage,
Mm-hmm.
and don't touch the podium like that.
Excellent, Miss Pira. Excellent. So that was a beautiful summary. So that's exactly what he said. And now we'll watch another video. This is one of my favorite. She's just amazing. Her name is Ramona J. Smith. She's amazing. I loved her speech. So let's watch her speech. Give me a second. Let me play it for you.
A. Smith. Still standing, Ramona J. Smith.
Life will sometimes feel like a fight. The punches, jabs, and hooks will come in the form of challenges, obstacles, and failures. Yet if you stay in the ring and learn from those past fights, at the end of each round, you'll be still standing. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow fighters, can you think of a time when life tried to knock you down? Who was your toughest opponent? Most often, our most challenging opponent is ourselves. Round one, college. I dropped out of college not one, not two, not three, but 4 times. I told myself, college isn't for me, and I would never go back. Round 2, marriage. I married my soulmate, the love of my life, my best friend. He was fine too. We were married for 8 long, beautiful, amazing months. You heard right, months, not years. It was like immediately after we said I do, the heavyweight champion came in and delivered an electrifying knockout blow to our vows. Boom! Divorced. Round 3, speaking. In 2015, I competed for the first time in the international speech contest. I won at the club level, I won at the area level, I won at the division level, then the district level was on the way, I was on the road, I was on fire, I was unstoppable. I lost. I was crushed. After going 3 rounds and taking hit after hit, I was ready to throw in the towel. I was down for the count. 6, 7, 8. When was the last time life knocked you down? Who was that lifeline that you reached out to help you stand back up? Was it your family, your friends, or did you hold on to your faith? Maybe you've never been knocked down, but you've seen one of your family members take a devastating blow. Were you the lifeline that they were reaching out to help them stand back up? Were you the coach in the corner saying, get up, stand up? As I gathered all the strength within myself to pick myself back up, stand, instead of looking into a mirror of defeat, it became a window of possibilities. I got back in the ring. I went back to college. I got my degree and I graduated magna cum laude. Yeah. After failing 4 times, I was still standing. After my loss at the district level, I'm speaking to you from the World Championship stage. It's a moment. Thank you. Thank you. Even after suffering loss, I'm still standing. As for my marriage, I'm still in training. I have not yet found Mr. Right, but this is an international convention. And there are thousands of men from hundreds of different countries. So single Toastmasters, even after my divorce, I'm still standing. My challenge to you is to stay in the ring, whether you're a fighter or a coach. If you're on the side of the ring coaching, or if you're in that ring throwing those jabs and those hooks, when that final bell rings, ding, 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 the fighters and the coaches will raise their hands in victory singing, I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're still standing. Very nice. Stay in that ring. And even after you take a few hits, use what you learned from those previous fights, and at the end of each round, you'll remain still standing. Mr. Contest Chair.
How was that speech? She's one of my favorite speakers. So what did you learn from her? Who can give me a summary? Abdullah, I think Abdullah's mic is not working. If not, he will be able to give it. Ms. Pira, could you please give me a summary?
Yes, ma'am. Wait.
Okay.
After,
Your mic is muted, dear.
yes, miss. After so many failures, he didn't lose his confidence.
She didn't
And
lose her confidence.
okay, And um,
Yeah, go on, you're correct. Is it difficult for you to speak, Miss Mira? Okay. Anyways, I'll continue. So what she says is Ramona failed in life many times, not once, not twice, not thrice, many times. She failed college 4 times. Then she failed her marriage. Then she failed in one of the speech contests. She was devastated. She was crushed. What did she do? She thought to herself, she told herself, no, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna stand on my feet once again. I am not going to give up. So even after so many hits, so many jabs, she told herself, no, I'm gonna start over. And this is what you have to do in your life. Right? Everybody is having some sort of a problem, some issue, maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe physically, maybe your health. Everyone is having a problem. What should we do? Come out of it, right? You should not think too much of anything. Overthinking, you call it overthinking. Overthinking is going to kill you. You need to be confident. You need to see the potential and come out of it. You have goals in life. Focus on those goals and achieve it. And another thing, it's never too late to continue education. Never. I'm still studying. And inshallah, I will still study. Even after completing degrees and masters and PhDs, I'll still continue my studies, inshallah. I'm never, ever going to stop studying, inshallah. Because this is my confidence. For me, being busy with education, being busy with something is my confidence. That's how I build my confidence. Right? So education, especially for females, for women, it's an asset. You need to be educated. Right? And it's never too late. It's never, ever too late. After marriage, after kids, fine. Continue your studies. Never give up on it and never give up on your dreams. You have a goal in life, reach it. Work towards it. Don't be lazy. Especially Fatima, Abdullah, and Miss Pira, how old are you? I'm sorry, I forgot your age. 24, 25?
25.
25. Okay, so all of you are very young. Not very young, okay? And this is a good opportunity for you. Yes, don't waste your time. Don't be lazy. Right? Don't be lazy. And Miss Pira, your baby, how old is he?
2 months.
2 months. This is a good time for you, Miss Pira. Right? Make use of
Okay.
this time. When your baby turns 2 years, 3 years, you're going to be very busy. You'll be thinking you're busy now. No. This is the easy time, Miss Pira. Okay? When your child
Yes,
is not
miss.
walking, crawling, this is easy for you. When they start crawling, walking, then it's going to get hard. So do whatever you want right now. Okay, the older they get, the difficult it gets. Until they reach around 7, 8, inshallah, it will settle. So make use of your time. Don't waste your time. Focus on your goals and start working towards it. Don't be lazy.
Inshallah.
And,
Miss. Sure.
and this is a general reminder to everybody, okay? Not only for you, Ms. Farah, it's a general reminder to everybody. And this Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, we have reached Ramadan. Make use of the Ramadan. Recite the Quran as much as possible. Obviously, you have other work, like you have other duties, other responsibilities. Yes, do it, but then also allocate some time on doing some ibadah. Right? I know it's difficult to do while fasting, but if you sort of get into a routine, it will be easier for you. Okay, don't sleep too much. All right, don't sleep too much and don't watch movies and waste your time. Recite the Quran. If you can't recite the Quran, or if you're, I don't know, some of them don't like reciting the Quran for some reason, but try your best, try your level best. do some adhkar, do some what do you call what do you call that? Dhikr. You know, there's so many dhikrs that you can do. And also do whatever you can. Do not watch movies. Do not watch and spend your time on YouTube and TikTok, and just say a no to social media. Like WhatsApp, it's difficult. Now, even for me, WhatsApp is difficult to shut it off because all my work and responsibilities communicated through WhatsApp and email. So, like for me, it's quite difficult to stay away because I'm still working, even during Ramadan. But inshallah, I'm hoping to take off the last week. I'm gonna what do you call, take some off days, inshallah, in the final week, inshallah, hopefully. And focus on yourself, and inshallah, complete your goals, reach your goals, and do something every single day, right? Don't be lazy. And having said that, we'll watch one more video on Dhananjay Hettiarachchi, and then we'll wrap up the session.
Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi, I see something. I see something. Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi.
You and I are not very different from this flower. Just like this flower is unique, you are unique. All of us has something special that makes us as beautiful. Do you know what makes you special? Now, the answer to that can be a little difficult to find, because sometimes life has a cruel way of picking out your petals, breaking you in two, and throwing you into the trash. And when you're broken, it's very difficult to feel special. Mr. Contest Chair, my fellow flowers, I can remember the first time I broke. I was 17 years old. I had already flunked high school and managed to get myself arrested. Now, I wasn't afraid of the cops, but there was one person I was very afraid of, and that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama. I can hear her scream outside the police station. Even the cops were afraid. She came up to me, held the iron bars, looked into my eyes, and I saw a tear coming down her face. Now, I've seen my mama cry before, but mothers cry 3 types of tears. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow, and tears of shame. And when a son sees a mother cry tears of shame, that's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, "Son, I want you to be a better man." That night, when I drove home, my dad was waiting for me at home. Now, my dad is a cool dad. Raise your hand if you have a cool dad. Put them all together, you get my dad. My dad came up to me and said, "Son, it's okay. You flunked your exams. You already got arrested. That's fine. You get that from your mother's side. I want you to start working immediately." And I said, "Okay." So my dad took me to meet one of his friends called Sam. Now, Sam was an accountant who had an accounting firm and had generously decided to make me his personal assistant. And there he was. He looked like a teddy bear. But this man was special. I looked at him and he looked at me. And then he said the most amazing thing. He said, son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. If you decide to work with me, I can help you find that something. And I was like, whoa, that's the first time in my whole life somebody has ever told they see something in me. And I started working for Sam. And every day after work, he used to tell me stories about the world, about history, about culture, about philosophy. And it was much more interesting than what I learned in school. And I discovered I can dream. And I started dreaming, ladies and gentlemen. After 1 year, I went back into high school, completed my exams, and went into college. After successfully completing college, I found a great girl, but not a job. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Have you ever had that problem? And when you're lost, it's difficult to feel special. So I went back to my cool dad. And I said, Dad, I feel lost. He said, you are like your mother. So my dad introduced me to this strange club that had a strange name, with strange people talking. On the first meeting, they told me to do something called a table topic. I aced it. But while I was speaking, I see a strange man seated in the back row. Humble, simple. The unfailing quality of kindness in his eyes. As soon as I finished, he walked up to me, looked me dead straight in the eye, and said, son, I see something in you. But I don't know what it is. If you come here twice a month, maybe we can find that something. And ladies and gentlemen, I discovered I could speak, and I love speaking. And that led me to become a teacher. I know what it's like to not have enough money in your bank account. I know what it's like to worry when the bills start coming in. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I wake up my beautiful wife and I ask her, honey, why did you marry me? She says, I saw something in you. But I still don't know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from my wife. I was broken, and I've been broken, lost, and broke many times in my life. But the people in my life were able to reach into the trash can and make me whole again. If it was up to me, I would have never been able to do that. And this is why if you have great people in your life, no matter how broke, how lost, or how broken you become, they can piece you back together. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at you, I see something in you. But I don't know what it is. Over to you.
All right. So that was another video that we watched. And Alhamdulillah, we have completed our session. And everyone, please be prepared with your topic and get it confirmed tomorrow. And yes, Abdullah, you have a problem with tomorrow's timing, right? Miss Pira, can I start the class half an hour early? Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, because only for Fridays. Because you know, Abdullah has to go for Salah. So he needs
Okay, ma'am.
so Abdullah, is it okay if I start half an hour early? So it's your time 11 to 12. Is that fine? I'll finish it around 11:45. Yeah? Cool. Okay, all right. Okay, then we'll wrap up the session for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.